Okay, WanderingWinder back with more Dominion. And, well, we're player 2 on attacks board, which means we can't plan ahead too much. Um, Golem and Nobles are the only villages. You probably want to play with a Leprechaun. So my guess is you want to get a lot of Leprechauns and Nobles. Vampire doesn't look great to me. Looks kind of slow, especially because you can already trash without it. It's very likely that I either want to open Chapel March or Steward March, maybe. Steward March seems like the ideal to me. And yeah, try to get some nobles and a leprechaun. So I think I'm for sure just opening Steward March here, regardless of what you do. Which means we'll probably be skipping Chapel, but I think that's fine. Because, like, I could go Chapel and march it here and then be thinner faster, but it doesn't seem worth it to me, I don't think. I will want to head for a Leprechaun. On something other than the 4-3, maybe it would be a slightly different decision. But okay, so the Steward misses here, which is not great. Yeah, you could be having a very good case here. Um, oh, you drew. That surprises me. I'm not that interested in, like I said, the vampire, although maybe it's fine. Should probably take silver. Part of my mind is thinking about taking humble, but I'm going to take the silver here. You're probably going to tax vampire, sure. That actually hurts quite a bit. I could take nobles here. Your 5 cards down there are probably steward and 4 coppers, which makes me not so much want to do the nobles right now. My 4 cards down there are 3 coppers and an estate. Guess I could also take a vampire here, but maybe I should do that. If I trash, I can tax something. The hexes hurt me pretty bad here. Also not having the steward at the top of, like, you've drawn really well on turns 3 and 4, and I have not drawn my steward at the top of my shuffle. Probably want to buy a silver here. Took another vampire. I'm really not so keen on getting that many, I don't think. Like, if you tax here, I'm just going to trash. Okay. Could also buy a second vampire of my own, I guess. Even though I say I'm not keen on it, like... Okay, that helps at least a little bit. Getting the hunting parties will be nice, at least. That's going to help me do the leprechaun stuff. And actually, there's some possibility to March Leprechaun, so we might want to look at taking Leprechaun pretty soon. I think it's my next sub 5 buy. Probably just means it's my next buy. If I can afford nobles, I'll probably go nobles. Otherwise, I might be taking a Leprechaun. I guess you're unlikely to be able to march it. Okay. Envious hurts. So I could take a nobles here. It's probably a bit premature for that. It's trash, and with our 3, do I want a Leprechaun just yet? It's probably a little bit early. We could take silver or experiment. The extra silvers don't impress too much. Do I want a Leprechaun just yet? Probably not. You need to get a silver though, right? You need more money than you have because you gotta start affording nobles. You're doing it via crumbling, but maybe that's fine. This is a bit annoying, but it's not the worst thing ever. I feel like the hexes have hit me pretty bad. I guess they're just going to in general. They're all kind of annoying here. So we're gonna pay off our debt. Not gonna buy anything. Grab hunting party. Trash. We want to buy nobles, and I want to be gaining leprechauns soon. I'm not going to worry too much about the castles. I think I'm going to buy nobles over haunted here. The important castle here kind of seems to be castle 9 to me. So what if I discarded? Just a copper. So let's just take the money. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's still a touch too soon for Leprechaun. Let's not worry about trashing quite so much. Maybe that should have been haunted. This turn can be our leprechaun turn, probably. Yeah, so let's, well, I guess it doesn't matter too much. So I want to keep getting nobles. pick opulent, that's fine. This is annoying. Really thinking about trashing now. Yeah, that seems good to me. And I want to be able to pick up castle 9, hopefully. But having the leprechaun going seems like a big deal to me. And you've been getting all these castles. I think your deck is going to be a bit draw stuck. I don't. Okay, so you can do that with the nobles, but I can get around that because I can wish for nobles. So tax should more be helping me than you, I think, at this point. You trash crumbling, that makes sense. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can tax something here, which is probably going to be could be castles, could be nobles. I think castles makes more sense. Diluted. Well, I'm pretty happy it was castles then. Yeah, I think another hunting party makes sense. Could have been leprechaun also, but we are running out of stuff to trash to our bats, so we may be getting rid of the bats relatively soon, but we can trash coppers or whatever for a while. I'm gonna buy a vampire here. Your only alternative is really like silver or duchy. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. What do I want to wish for here? Probably another nobles, honestly. And what am I gonna buy? Probably another nobles, honestly. And just not bat anything this turn. And look to bat next turn. Let's take the last hunting party. Sure. So the hope here is to find leprechaun fast enough. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Could actually trash Steward here, maybe. But I don't think that's what I want to do. Do I want to take Sprawling? Not particularly. I'm just going to take Province now. The reason I don't really want to take Sprawling is that I want to be able to get Castle 9 on my terms. And I think I'm just much better set up to take to like barrel down the provinces in comparison to you, and I can be gaining like extra nobles and stuff. So I think that's okay. We'll see if you play small here. You're not going to play small. Okay. You're going to tax provinces. That's pretty fine with me. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Leprechaun. Yeah, let's keep this around. I have tons of money. Do I want to buy Sprawling or Province? I think the answer is Province. Make you miserable. Let's take experiments. Trash silver this turn. I actually do have plenty of stuff to feed to my bats. Okay, if we take experiments now, what are you taking? Okay, but did I just win by getting the last nobles now? Don't really understand that. Yeah, I probably should have thought about taking the experiments a little more than I did, but because the game was perhaps a little closer than I could have feared. I think my opponent just went in on the castles too much, and the leprechaun providing repeated value is just too much value for you to take. I'm not super high on vampire here, but maybe getting a couple of them was good enough. You need to play a bunch of cards before you can get the lep activated, so I don't know. But noble seemed like an important card to me here. The leprechaun seemed important. You just went for castles too much, and it clogs your deck up too much. Yeah, thanks for watching.